If you're an Aquarius watching this right now, pause. Stop scrolling, because what I'm about to tell you will separate you from the other 11 types walking around thinking they're just like you. They're not. And deep down, you already know that. You've always felt different, even from other Aquarius. There's a reason for that. And it's not what you think. The cards don't lie. And right now, they're showing me something most Aquarius will never accept. There are 12 distinct paths, your sign walks, 12 frequencies, 12 completely different destinies. Most of you will hear this and scroll past, thinking it doesn't apply. That's exactly how I know which type you are. See, the universe has a funny way of filtering messages. This one, it only reaches certain Aquarius, the ones ready to hear it, the ones who can't ignore it anymore. You might think you're all the same because you share a sign, but that's surface level. That's what everyone else sees. What I'm about to show you is what's underneath, the architecture of your soul, the frequency you're actually operating on. And for some of you, this is going to sting, because you've been lying to yourself about which one you are. Let me start with the ones who already left. Type 1, the denier. You refuse to believe you're predictable. You think you're the exception to every rule, every pattern, every reading. You pride yourself on being unreadable. But here's the truth the cards are showing me. Your need to be unpredictable has become your most predictable trait. You're not watching anymore. You left at the 15-second mark. You told yourself this was generic. But you'll think about this video later tonight, and you'll wonder if I was talking about you. Type 2, the validate me Aquarius. You're still here, but only because you're waiting for me to tell you how special you are. You need external proof of your internal worth. You've taken every personality test. You've watched every Signs You're a Chosen One video. You're exhausted from seeking validation, but you can't stop. The cards see you refreshing your phone, looking for signs everywhere except inside. You're terrified that if you stop searching for proof, you'll discover you're ordinary. But here's what you don't realize. Your desperation for validation is blocking the very thing you're seeking. The universe validates through silence, not through constant confirmation. Type 3, the frozen Aquarius. You felt something shift 2 months ago, and you've been stuck ever since. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're nodding right now. Something ended, or something was supposed to begin, and it didn't. And you've been in this weird paralysis ever since, waiting for clarity, waiting for a sign, waiting for permission to move. I'm not giving it to you, because that's the whole lesson. You're waiting for external permission to take action on internal knowing. The cards are saying, you already know what to do. You're just afraid of being wrong. But staying frozen is a choice too. And it's the wrong one. Type 4, the burned one. Someone betrayed your trust, and you decided the whole world is a lie. Maybe it was a relationship. Maybe it was a friend. Maybe it was yourself. And now you're here because you want me to confirm your cynicism. You want me to tell you that yes, everyone's fake, everything's an illusion, trust is for fools. I won't, because the cards are showing me something different. That betrayal, it didn't happen to you. It happened for you. It was surgical. It removed someone from your path who was blocking your elevation. But you've been so busy being bitter that you haven't noticed what's trying to come in. You're guarding a door that no one's even knocking on anymore. The thing you're protecting yourself from already left. Let it go. Type 5. The collector. You've watched 40 tarot readings this week. You're building a fantasy in your head where all the good parts come true and all the shadow work disappears. You take what resonates and ignore what challenges you. You're addicted to hope, but allergic to action. The universe is about to collapse that fantasy. Soon. And it's going to feel like everything's falling apart. But really, it's falling into place. Because you can't build a real future on a foundation of cherry-picked readings and selective belief. The cards are asking you, when are you going to stop consuming spirituality and start living it? Type 6. The runner. You're terrified of your own power. Every time you get close to your breakthrough, you self-sabotage. You've done it 3 times already this year. The cards are asking, how many more times? You start the project and abandon it. You meet someone who actually sees you, and you ghost them. You get the opportunity, and you talk yourself out of it. It's not imposter syndrome. It's not fear of failure. It's fear of success. Because deep down, you know that if you actually stepped into your power, your entire life would have to change. Everyone around you would have to adjust. And you're not sure you're ready for that isolation. But here's the thing. You're already isolated. You're just hiding it behind false comfort. Type 7. The waiting room Aquarius. You think your life starts when the right person shows up, when the money comes, when the opportunity knocks. You've been in the waiting room for years. No one's coming to call your name. Because there is no waiting room. That's the illusion. You're already in the room. This is it. This is your life. Right now, and every day you spend waiting for it to begin, is a day you're not living. The cards are showing me that you've confused patience with passivity. You think you're being spiritual by surrendering to divine timing. But really, you're hiding from responsibility. Divine timing doesn't mean sitting still. It means moving in alignment. And you haven't moved in so long, you've forgotten what alignment even feels like. Type 8. The mystic who forgot. You used to know things before they happened. You used to feel energy shifts in rooms. You used to have dreams that came true. Then you shut it down because someone told you it was weird, or because it scared you, or because you wanted to be normal. Now you're here, trying to remember what you buried, trying to find your way back to that gift. But here's what the cards want you to know. It never left. You're still psychic. You're still intuitive. You're still connected. You just learned to ignore it so well that now you can't hear it anymore. It's like a muscle you stopped using, and the universe is about to force you back into training. Whether you're ready or not, you're going to start knowing things again. And this time, you won't have the luxury of pretending you don't. Type 9. The Transformer. You've already died 3 times in this lifetime. Spiritually, emotionally, physically. You've been reborn. You know what rock bottom looks like because you've lived there. You know what resurrection feels like because you've climbed out of your own grave. You're not here for validation. You're here because the cards called you. You feel it. Right now. That pull in your chest. That recognition. You're the one who's supposed to hear this, and you're about to go through another transformation. But this one's different. This one's not survival. This one's expansion. You're being asked to step into a level of power you've never touched before, and it's going to require you to let go of the identity you built in the aftermath of your last death. The version of you that survived, she's done her job. It's time. Type 10. The Prophet Aquarius. You see what's coming for everyone around you, but you can't see your own path. You give everyone answers, except yourself. People come to you for guidance, and you're always right. But when it comes to your own life, you're blind. The cards are saying, turn the mirror around. You've been so focused on being the lighthouse for everyone else that you forgot you're allowed to have a destination too. You're allowed to want things. You're allowed to have needs. You're allowed to be seen. But you've made yourself so useful, so available, so selfless, that you've become invisible, even to yourself. And now the universe is asking, who are you when no one needs you? Can you exist without being needed? That's your next lesson, and it's going to be uncomfortable. Type 11. The Unbothered. You click this video by accident, or so you think. You don't even believe in astrology. You think tarot is entertainment. You think this is all confirmation bias and cold reading, but something made you stay. You're still here. And that something is about to get louder in your life. Prepare yourself, because you're about to have an experience that shatters your materialist worldview. Something's coming that you can't explain away. Something synchronistic, something impossible, and it's going to force you to question everything you thought you knew about reality. The cards are saying your logic has protected you, but it's also imprisoned you. You're about to be set free, and it's going to terrify you. Good. Type 12. The One. You've been seeing repeating numbers: 1111, 333, 444. You've been waking up at the same time every night. You've felt a pull you can't explain. The universe has been trying to get your attention for months, and you keep dismissing it. You keep rationalizing it. You keep telling yourself it's coincidence, but deep down, you know. You're the Aquarius this message was encoded for. You don't need me to tell you that. You already know. You felt it the moment you saw the thumbnail. You felt it when you clicked. You're feeling it right now. That tightness in your chest, that ringing in your ears. That's confirmation. You're being activated, and everything you thought you knew about your life is about to be rewritten. You signed up for this before you were born. You agreed to this mission, and now it's time to remember what that mission is. The cards are showing me isolation, initiation, and then illumination. You're in the isolation phase. It's almost over. What comes next will change everything. So which one are you? And more importantly, what are you going to do about it? Because the cards don't wait. The universe doesn't pause. And your type, the real one, not the one you wish you were, is determining your next 6 months right now. Every choice you make from this point forward is either moving you toward your frequency or away from it. If you felt something shift while watching this, drop a number in the comments. 1 through 12. No explanation needed, just the number. The ones who are meant to understand already do. And if you're type 12, I'll see you in the next transmission. You'll know when.